Hi, good morning Carlos. My name is Mihiraa. I'm your invigilator for the OET-speaking session on the 22nd of April 2022. How are you doing?
Hi, good morning. I'm good. Thank you for asking. How about you?
Well, I'm great. Can you tell me your full name for the record, please?
My full name is Carlos Smith.
And what is your candidate number, please?
My candidate number is 2023914.
All right, and are you taking this test as a nurse?
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Can I see your ID, please?
Sure. Here it is.
Next, we can move to the warm-up session. The warm-up questions are not assessed, and are a chance for us to get used to each other's voices. We'll just talk for 2 to 3 minutes.
All right, Mihiraa.
Are you comfortable working with people who have a range of medical needs?
Absolutely. I am comfortable working with people who have a range of medical needs. I understand that each patient has unique needs and preferences, so I take the time to get to know them and their situation before providing any kind of treatment. This helps me build trust and rapport with my patients, which is essential to ensure they receive the best possible care. I'm also familiar with a variety of treatments and medications, so I can quickly assess what will be most beneficial for each patient.
How would you handle a situation where a patient or their family disagreed with your diagnosis?
If a patient or their family disagreed with my diagnosis, I would first take the time to listen to their concerns and ask questions to better understand their point of view. It is important to remain professional and respectful while doing so. Once I have heard them out, I would explain why I made the diagnosis that I did and provide evidence from medical literature to support it. If necessary, I could suggest further testing or refer them to another specialist for a second opinion.
What is your process for handling a high volume of patients?
When handling a high volume of patients, my process is to prioritize patient needs and ensure that each patient receives the care they efficiently. I start by assessing the situation and determining which patients require immediate attention. From there, I create a plan for how best to address the needs of each patient. This includes scheduling appointments and coordinating with other healthcare providers. To ensure that all patients receive quality care, I keep detailed records and follow up with each patient.
If a patient was resistant to your treatment plans, how would you handle it?
If a patient was resistant to my treatment plans, I would first try to understand why they are feeling that way. It is important to me to listen to the patient and take their feelings into account. Once I have an understanding of why they are feeling this way, I can then address any concerns they may have with the plan and explain how it will benefit them in the long run.
Describe your process for documenting each patient interaction.
I understand the importance of accurately and thoroughly documenting each patient interaction. My process begins with a comprehensive assessment of the patient's needs, which includes their medical history, current medications, and any other relevant information. This helps me to create an individualized care plan for the patient. During my interactions with the patient, I document all pertinent details, such as symptoms, treatments, and follow-up instructions. After each visit, I review my notes and make sure that they are complete and accurate.
Great. Thank you very much for sharing that. So, let's move on to role play now. I'll take the part of the patient or perhaps a relative, and you'll take your professional role. The purpose of the role play is to get evidence of your ability to communicate effectively with patients. Use your ability to fulfill as much of the role play as possible. Do you have any questions?
No, Mihiraa.
You have up to 3 minutes to prepare the role play. You will start the role play after that time. I'll let you know when the 3 minutes are up. You can ask me if there's anything you are not sure about, and you can make notes on the role-playing card if you want to. Here's a pencil for making notes.
Thank you.
You can look at the card during the test, but you must return it to me at the end of the test. Please start preparing now. Thank you. Your preparation time is over. You can now start your roleplay. Don't worry if I stop you when the time is up.
Mihiraa, I have completed your wound dressing successfully. Now, let's discuss your wound healing and wound management at home. Before getting into that, may I know, do you have any specific concerns that I need to address?
I don't have any specific concerns about my wound. I think it is healing well.
Yes, Mihiraa. You are right. During the wound dressing, when I examined your wound, I could find it is healing well. I can confirm there are no infections in the wound as well.
That's great to hear, nurse.
Well, Mihiraa, I would like to know about your compliance with daily advice on wound care.
To be open, I am following as much as I can. But some of the measures are not being followed, because those are newly added to my routine, and sometimes forget to do as required. Mainly the use of a cushion, which is not getting to my taste, as well as hydration and some of the dietary advice, are the ones I failed to do.
Mihiraa, it is not appreciated to do so. What about your medication compliance?
I'm complying with medication properly.
Thank you for sharing the information. Mihiraa, those are the highly recommended strategies to comply with in your current situation. I think we should discuss the importance of complying with advice.
All right, we can.
Firstly, the use of a cushion bed. The importance of the cushion is to relieve pressure, which is the primary requirement for pressure sore management. It also corrects your resting positioning as well. Keep in mind to avoid donut cushions, which do not serve the purpose.
Okay, I understand that.
To have better health, A healthy diet is essential. Since you are diabetic, controlling your diet is essential to prevent ulceration. Moreover, during illness, especially when the body is undergoing repair mechanisms, the consumption of adequate nutrients is inevitable. Nutrients, mainly protein, help in repairing tissue, and others produce the necessary energy for the body to aid healing. Therefore, management of diabetes and extra nutrition is needed in this stage than normal.
I got the difference.
Good to hear, Mihiraa. It is equally important to be hydrated. Sufficiently hydrating your body plays very crucial in wound healing. How hydration works is that water will moisten your body to the optimum level. This will help in maintaining skin integrity. If your skin is dry, it will not heal the wound properly.
Oh, I see.
Mihiraa, considering these factors, I request you to follow that advice for a better recovery.
Sure, nurse. I will follow the advice.
I appreciate your willingness, Mihiraa. My next visit is in 2 days. By then, make every piece of advice practical. On my next visit, I will examine your wound to check the progress, along with wound dressing, which needs to be continued.
By the way, nurse, why is daily dressing change necessary?
It is natural to have these kinds of doubts. I will help with the necessity of wound dressing to clarify your concern. A wound is a deformation that happens in our body. To get it repaired, our body requires extra elements, as we already discussed. Similarly, our body needs favorable conditions as well. This is facilitated with wound dressing. Wound dressing provides optimum conditions for the body to repair it. Additionally, the dressing will prevent infection caused by foreign bodies. It not just helps in faster recovery, but also prevents further damage and complications. I hope you understand the importance of wound dressing.
Yes, nurse. I didn't think like this before.
It's all right, Mihiraa. And don't be overly concerned about your pressure sore. You are in a progressive state. I can reassure you about the further prevention of pressure sore. If you follow the medical advice, you will be getting better.
Okay, nurse.
Make regular use of a cushioned bed that will not pressurize your body, so that pressure sores can be dealt with easily. Always remember to change your position every few hours, to avoid pressurizing particular parts of your body continuously.
All right. I will do that.
Okay. Include good nutrition in your diet to have better health. Hydration is inevitable. To have normal functioning of our body, an adequate quantity of water is essential, and if the body is kept moist, to an extent, pressure sores can be eliminated.
Definitely, nurse. I will consider that.
That's perfect. Kindly follow the wound care instructions to avoid infection and prevent further complications. It will enhance your recovery as well.
Sure, nurse.
Mihiraa, do you have any further questions?
No, nurse. I am all good.
Mihiraa, I hope my explanations are clear to you. And always feel free to contact me for further help. See you in 2 days. I wish you a speedy recovery.
Thank you, nurse. That is the end of your OET-speaking roleplay. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Please, like this video and encourage us.
Subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Kindly comment your suggestions and help us do better.